Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and today I've got a really fun haul video full of things that I picked up at 2 antique malls. So the last few days, you might have watched the videos by now, Barb and I went shopping at antique stores. That's not the best way to buy and resell, but in the winter it's a little harder to find those buying opportunities like we're so used to in the spring, summer, and fall. So let me jump right on in. There are quite a few things here to go through, including a fun piece of art that's up on the wall. You can't see it, but I will talk about that at the end. But let me start off here with this giant TV lamp. So it's really cool. It's heavy too. Here it is. So it's these ivy leaves, and it is a TV lamp planter. So there's that half ring right there, and you could put the ivy leaves hanging out of it. This thing's from 50s or 60s, but it's beautiful. Look at that, it's big. So I do collect TV lamps, and this one was only $25 at the antique mall. So I had to buy it for that. It's getting a little out of control with the TV lamps, and it's not like the smallest thing to collect. So I really have to consider what I'm doing. But this one is pretty large, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it. There's only so much like space around my TV. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I am going to hang on to this one here because it is ivy leaves, and I do collect the ivy things. So that's really cool, and for $25, what a great price. Now, there were some really cool Noritake items at this antique mall, and I'm going to jump right in right here and show you this one that I bought. Look at that. So I wasn't actually sure what this was for. I was thinking maybe soup, maybe like a condiment. Well, it is a condiment, but it's actually for whipped cream. So I never in a million years would have guessed that there was a special dish for whipped cream. So it does have a spoon and this wonderful 3-footed bowl with the underplate. It's really pretty. Now the pattern on here is of an apple, flowers, grapes, and a pear, like a fruit basket pretty much. And on the bottom it is marked Noritake, which dates it to around, well, Noritake anytime after 1915 up to about 1940. So that's really cool, but I would say that that one in particular is about the 20s or the 30s time frame. So really neat, a whipped cream bowl. Nowadays, I guess we wouldn't really do that, but you could put some nuts in there. Yeah, some peanuts, some cashews, walnuts, pecans. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be like a neat little serving dish for that, like if you had a party. So I paid $12.50 for that, I guess it was, and I'm gonna sell it for right around about $30 with shipping included. So yeah, I think that's really good. Now this other one is awesome. Look at that. So again, I did not know what this was, and I kind of still don't know. I'm thinking that it could be a jam jar or possibly a sugar. But yeah, it doesn't really look like a sugar dish very well. It does have the underplate, and it's just really cool. Now, let me show you. It has the spoon. Whoa, gotta be careful with that spoon. Comes with a spoon, and it is marked also Noritake with the green giant M for the Morimura brothers, and it's really pretty. This is probably, and I could not find this specific pattern. Found one very similar to it on replacements.com. They're calling it mystery number 13. So I don't know what it is, but yeah, if you look that up, it's very similar. And the date on that one that I found was around 1918. So beautiful. I gotta put the spoon in first. So again, I think there's no chips or cracks. I think this is gonna be a sell. I think that this will sell for about $30 with shipping included as well. I could go a tiny bit more on each of those, but I'll double check. I just think they're really cool, like little serving pieces that you can really do anything with. So that's awesome. Now this item here, I'm probably gonna keep, and it's my first piece of restaurant wear. I mentioned like in other videos how much Barb and I affect each other with what we're interested in. So she, for a while now, has been getting into the restaurant wear creamers. And the other day I bought my first creamer, had like a black and white checker on it. Was it a creamer? It's either a tiny creamer or a toothpick. I think it's an individual creamer though. And I bought that at the Loose Caboose in Donaldson, Illinois. So that was a really fun video, and I have actually 2 videos now on that one antique store. But, so that was technically my first piece of restaurant ware, but this is my first like real usable piece. This is a cup and saucer with the green leaves on it. Now it is very similar to like ivy leaves, but they're not. They're more so maple leaves, I guess. But it's so pretty. So what's interesting about this, first of all, no chips or cracks, and it has that wonderful heavy restaurant ware feel to it. It's made by Syracuse, China, back stamp right there. And you can actually look up the date code, which in this case says 9-JJ. So that stands for, I guess it'd be September of 1955. The 9 stands for what month of the year, and then double J is 1955. I think just a single J would be around 1928 or so. But yeah, so 1955, what a great year. I love that era of the 50s. So I'm really happy with this, and I'm gonna keep it. So hopefully I can use it for something. Not sure what, because I don't drink coffee. It's not really meant for hot chocolate. For tea, I don't drink enough tea. And whenever I do drink tea, I drink it cold, like iced tea. So, but again, I don't drink much tea because it gets me too hyper for no reason. So, this next item right here, I'm really excited about because, I don't know why. For some reason, I'm really attracted to this stuff. And this is that composite. It's like a pressed board, lacquered, paper mache, alcohol proof, serving piece. So these are really prevalent around the 40s and 50s. Sometimes you'll find them made in occupied Japan. This one is just, oh, this one's made in occupied Japan. I didn't even look, oh no. So 1945 to 1952 is occupied Japan. So anything that's marked that, you can kind of put it in that age range. But this is a really pretty covered dish. They came out with a lot of different pressed paper things that you could use for serving, like little hors d'oeuvre trays, and they made snack trays, and they made paper plates with something similar to this, but without like a handle on it, and it would have been to hold your plates. And they made coasters, big serving bowls for like chips or things. So yeah, they're pretty fun items, and I'm drawn to them. So I paid $12.50 for this one right here, and I'm gonna list it for probably around low 30s with shipping included. It's just a really fun, really vibrant bowl, really. And I like that it's occupied Japan. That really dates it in a nice tight age frame. So that's awesome. This here was Barb found. She spotted that one. I love it because it has this traditional tile work on here. It's actually not tile though. It looks a lot like those mosaic tiles that were real big in the 50s. And it's plastic. The whole thing is plastic, but it's made by General Electric, and it does work. It's really pretty. I love the colors though. Very, it's like retro, but still usable. So you can definitely design with that and without getting too loud, or basically it'll work with a lot of decorations, colors and things in your room. I will sell that for about mid to late 40s, or upper 30s to early 40s. I feel like I'm a mess. That's what I feel like. So this item right here is really cool. It's one of these Go Bell birds, very collectible, that brand out of West Germany. And it's actually marked that on the bottom here, West Germany, CV73 is also embossed on the bottom. This one's in very great shape with no chips or cracks, and I sell these pretty easily for right around $25 to $30 with shipping included. This one I believe was under $10. It could be around $7 though that I paid for it. I didn't pay very much for it, and so It's very nice. So yes, that is a great pickup for that. Actually, we went to St. Vincent's, which is a thrift store that Barb wanted to check out over in St. Louis. They had a couple, but we only ended up going to the one, and this was all that I could find. Now, it's really cool. It actually is porcelain, and it looks a lot like that made in Japan stuff, but in this case, it's actually made in Germany. So that's cool. On the back, there is a round stamp with the traditional made in Germany back stamp. When I see that as it relates to Japan items, I just kind of throw it in the boat of 1920s to 30s. And I would say that on the earlier side for this one, so around the 20s, could even be the 1915 to 20 time frame. I just like the reticulated cutout there. It's really pretty, and it has the floral. The colors are nice. So yes, it's marked made in Germany. I'm just not used to seeing that, so it's kind of throwing me for a loop there. It has this nice little diamond thing too. So I did only pay $2 for it as well. So that's nice. There's no chips or cracks. There is some gold gilding on the handle right there that's not really worn away either. So for that, I'm thinking that I'm gonna put it up for around 30 to mid 30 with shipping included. It's a very nice, good, usable size, as you can see here. So you can really do a lot with that for decorating and things. Oh, the painting, it's not a painting, it's a lithograph. So it's, let me just describe it, and I'll probably insert some B-roll here of the picture itself. But this is a wonderful mid-century flamingo picture here. It's made by Turner, which actually also made my mirror that I am so excited about. It's a mirror that looks like there's a flamingo on it and stuff. I've mentioned it in the past, but I couldn't believe that they were the same company. But this is right out of the 50s. It's super cool. I gotta turn around and look at it. Yeah. So Turner is known for their airbrushed looking flamingos, very synonymous with the 50s. They wouldn't have cost very much originally back in the 5 and dime stores, but they're kind of collectible now due to the nostalgia, I guess, of them being around and growing up with them. Not with me, because I'm not that old, but they're just so nice. So I can't tell if there's like a little bit of yellowing on the picture or if that's just the actual coloration that was used all along. I'm thinking it is behind glass, but I'm still thinking that maybe some yellowing got in under that glass from cigarette smoke, but I'm not sure how to do anything about that, or if it's even worth checking out a restoration company to clean that paper up, because after all, it is paper. I don't think it was ever sealed, so I don't know what you would clean the tobacco staining off of. But with that, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.